So, welcome to our session today. We are talking about our session topic of connecting with others on a deeper level. Now, for today's topic, there's a quote that kind of comes to mind for me when I think about connection, and it's, I don't fear being alone. I fear feeling alone. You can sit on the floor of your home, out in nature, completely by yourself and feel deeply connected to yourself, the world around you, and feel truly at peace without any contact with anyone else. But you could also be in a room full of loved ones at a concert or a show and feel completely alone. Now, as human beings, we do crave connection, but most of the time it's either connection to other people or connection to something. But today I want to talk specifically about how to deepen your connection with other people. Unless you want to go live on a deserted island out in the woods and be a hermit, you probably want to interact with other people and share some kind of connection. The first thing that we need to know is this: everyone wants increase. We want more happiness, better health, more prosperity, greater success, better relationships, connections. Maybe even we want to go on better holidays, have a better house, whatever it is. But we all want some kind of feeling of increase. So the most helpful approach to building a connection with other people is to set the intention to leave everyone that you meet with the impression of increase, the feeling that their life is better because they have come in contact with you. Now, people don't always remember what you did or what you said, but they always remember how you made them feel. Each person that is in your life right now, if you scroll through them quickly, you'll have a feeling when you think of them. You feel guilt, you feel excited, you feel happy, you feel whatever it is. Each person in your life, they create a feeling with you. And if we want to increase the connection with someone, we can focus on bringing our attention to making them feel better about themselves, about whatever, by our presence. Now, there's 4 ways that we can do this. We can leave people with this feeling of increase. And I wrote them down here. The first one is, number 1 is sincere, merited praise. Everybody does something well. Everybody. It could be the way that they cook. Maybe they're a good cook. Maybe they're stylish. Maybe they're really loving. Maybe they're caring. Maybe they're a really great thinker. If you look at a person and you look for what it is that they do well, and you bring their attention to them and tell them, hey, I've noticed you're really good at this. Just watch their eyes light up. Everyone loves to be seen. Everyone loves to be appreciated for the best parts of themselves. But here's the thing. It can't be false flattery. It has to be sincere. It can't be just trying to bolster them, telling them they're awesome at something when they're not. It has to be something that you look for and bring out and notice and tell them about. The second one is to ask questions about something that they're interested in, or maybe about a problem or a passion that they have. I always love to think about my dad and think, if I want to have a good connection with him, I just ask him about tennis. He's a tennis coach. I'll say, have you watched any matches? Have you played recently? How's your leg feeling at the moment? Have you been out? Have you been able to play? He's going to talk straight away because he's got an answer, because he's passionate about something that he cares about. If we ask people that we care about questions, they will have answers. The third one is, and Bronman brought it up just before, is to be vulnerable. To let people know, hey, I'm experiencing something. I'm not perfect. And it doesn't, the caveat here, it's not complaining. It's not saying the world sucks, it's so hard. It's like, financially, I'm struggling right now. I'm feeling a little bit down. Not going into blaming other people or anything, but just letting people know, hey, I'm struggling, being vulnerable, letting them have a chance to support you. And the last one, and this is my favorite, add novelty. There's a lot of people in your life that you have really good connections with. Why? Because the experiences you've had with them have been really unique. You haven't had it with other people. And if you want to build connection, you can bring some novelty into the relationship. This could be going to a new place, watching a new TV show or something together. Me and my partner, it's one of the things that we always do is we try and bring novelty to our relationship, which is we try and once a month go somewhere we haven't been before. This builds our relationship because we're both thinking and trying to stimulate each other with a new idea. We play a new board game or something. Add novelty. Now, what we're going to do is know, well, first of all, I just wrote a note and I want to say this before we go into the journaling, but all of these things you can do with other people, but you can also do with yourself. If you want to feel a deeper connection to who you are and with yourself and love yourself, you can use all four of those on yourself. That's a good thing to know. Now, we are going to do some journaling prompts. So, what I'd love for you guys to do is grab either a pen and paper, or you can open up a new tab on your device, whatever you're watching this on. And I want you to just write Mindful Mondays, deepening connection. Just across the top, Mindful Mondays, and the date is the 4th of the 11th. So Mindful Mondays, deepening connection, 4th of the 11th, 2024. And our first journaling prompt for tonight, I want you to pick one person, just one, that you'd like to deepen your connection with and write their name down while setting an intention. So I want you to just write down the person I'd like to connect on a deeper level with is. The person I'd like to connect on a deeper level with is. Don't just write their name, set the intention at the same time by writing out the whole thing. Just have a think. Could be someone at work, could be a family friend, could be a partner. And once you've got someone, just give me a thumbs up so I know to move on to the next one. Thanks, Stephen. Thanks, Sarah. Thanks, Bronman. Thanks, Alan. Beautiful. Oh, Lorena's got the fancy thumbs going. Still haven't figured out how to do that one yet. I saw someone do it the other day and I was like, oh, I've got to figure that out. I digress. Number two, what does this person do well? And I want you to dot point what it is that you admire about or like about this person. And you can answer this by saying their name is good at. So write down their name. My dad is good at playing tennis. He's really good at being a great role model. He's really great at talking. Think of your person. What is it that they're good at? What do you admire? Maybe they're kind. Maybe they're good at telling a joke. And as you're answering these, just take a moment to take a deep breath whenever you need to. No pressure on these. You're allowed to relax. You don't have to show anyone these answers. Just relax. Beautiful. Beautiful. And if you want to leave some space to add some more answers later, you can. But we'll move on to number three. What is this person interested in that you could ask them about? And I want you to set the intention. Yeah, I'm going to talk to this person about this thing sometime soon. And you can write it out by saying, I could ask their name about. I could ask my dad about what it was like growing up for him. That's something I absolutely love hearing from my dad. It always deepens our connection, hearing about, I remember asking him about his dating life when he was in his 20s. Tell you what, that was an experience. what is it that you would like to ask them about? And I want you to think deeply here. What's a good question you could ask them? One that you know they'd probably like to answer, one that might deepen your relationship with them. If it's a partner, you could ask them something like, what is it that makes you the happiest? It's a family member. Why is it that you still don't talk to our sister? Could be anything. Something that you know they'd like to talk about or be asked about. And once you've got that, just give me a thumbs up. Thanks, Stephen. Thanks, Sarah. Thanks, Alan. Amazing. Thanks, Lorena. And number 4, what could I do with this person to add novelty to our relationship? I want you to answer that for yourself by saying to add novelty to my relationship with, I could organize to. To add novelty to my relationship with their name, I could organize to. What is it that you could do? Maybe you could go somewhere that you haven't been before. Maybe you could have a board games night. Maybe you could go extravagant. Maybe you could go on a hot air balloon ride or a helicopter ride or something. And if you want, you can add a couple of things. If the answer comes to you easily, maybe you want to write a couple of things. If you want a deep relationship with them, maybe there's a few things you'd like to do with them over the next year, 5 years. And as you're writing out these answers, just also paying attention to how you're feeling while you're writing out these answers. Are you feeling an impulsion within to message this person, organize something? Or are you feeling pressure, anxiety? Just noticing. No judgment, just noticing. All right, beautiful. If you want, you can just finish up the last thing that you're writing down, and we'll answer our final journaling prompt for today, which is number 5. Why are you grateful to have this person in your life? And you can answer it by saying, I'm grateful to have, put their name, in my life because. And if you don't know them that well, and you're trying to create a deeper relationship, maybe you can put in that they inspire you. Maybe you're grateful for this desire to want to be close to them because it's helping you to think, to come up with ideas, be a creative problem solver. Maybe this person makes you want to show up as the best version of yourself, be stronger, be more passionate. Maybe you're just grateful because they're funny, they're loving, they're nice to be around. Or maybe they just make an amazing coffee when you go over there, whatever it is. And as you're doing it, just breathe into your nose. Just tap into that feeling of gratitude. Amazing. Doing really well, guys. And when you feel happy with your answers, just give us a thumbs up to let me know that you're done. Thanks, Lorena. Thanks, Stephen. Thanks, Colin. Oh, everyone's smashed it out. Stephanie, I love it. Beautiful, Stephanie. Glad to hear it. All right, amazing. Now, whether that was easy or whether that was hard, well done. Maybe that was something that you have thought about a bit. Maybe you've just put a bit more conscious thought into it right now. But, give yourself a pat on the back for showing up and just doing the work. I like to physically do it. We are our own best friend. And, if we can give ourselves a high five, give ourselves a pat on the back, I don't think that's a bad thing, especially when we're trying to do things to better our lives. I think it's a really healthy thing to do to celebrate yourself, give yourself that self-appreciation. Now, we are going to jump into our meditation visualization. So just take a moment to just stretch out or do whatever you need to do to try and get yourself nice and comfortable. If you've got a sore back or your arms, maybe you've been sitting all day, just, I don't know, just flap your arms around, do whatever you need to do. Oh, one of the worst things is when you're trying to meditate or something and you feel uncomfortable and you're like, oh, now I've got to move. So if you need to get up and do star jumps, whatever it is, usually I do star jumps, but I am going to stay seated. Uh, don't hold it against me. All right, awesome. Now I'm going to click some buttons and hopefully make things happen. Perfect. Now, just taking a moment to get yourself nice and comfortable. I'm going to play some music. Can everyone hear that okay? Yep, not too loud. Does it need to go down? No, it's all good. Perfect. So just taking a moment, get yourself nice and comfortable, and slowly, just slowing down your breath. Letting yourself arrive into stillness, letting your body just finally come to rest, making any final adjustments that you need to. And when you feel ready, just closing down your eyes. I want you to just give yourself and your mind full permission to be here. There's nothing else to do, no tasks to think about. Give yourself full permission to just be here now. We're going to start today's meditation with 4 rounds of breathing. And what we're going to do is breathe in through our nose, into our stomach, and into our chest for 4 counts. Breathe out through our mouth for 4 counts. Then hold for 8 counts. I'm going to do the first 2 with you, and then let you do 2 on your own. We will take our first inhale in 3, 2, 1. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. And hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out, 2, 3, 4. And hold, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And go on by yourself. When you finish your next round, allow your breathing to return to normal. And as you sit here, just noticing how you're feeling, just becoming gently aware. Without effort, just noticing how are you feeling. I want you to now give your mind the command to follow these instructions. Set the intention to feel deeper connection. As you're doing this, I want you to imagine that you're standing in an empty white room. The floor, the roof, the walls, they're all blank and white. And you feel at peace there all by yourself. I want you to look at the blank wall in front of you and think about the person or a person that you have a great connection with. Just letting someone come to the screen of your mind. And I want you to imagine seeing an image appearing on the wall, like a movie screen, of yourself hanging out with this person at a place that you might go together. Just letting any scene that feels good coming to mind. Imagine you're both smiling and you're telling them why you appreciate having them in your life. I want you to right now hear what you would say to them and see them really appreciating what you've said. I want you to now leave this image playing like a movie on the wall and turn your attention to the right and see another blank wall. But see someone that you want to create a deeper relationship with, someone important in your life coming onto the screen of your mind on this wall. See yourself interacting with them in a place that feels good to you. And the same as before, imagine you're telling them how grateful you are to have them in your life. See them appreciating it and enjoy it. Now leave this image playing like a movie on this wall and turn your attention to the right. And this time, I want you to see a partner, or maybe a best friend, someone that you would love to have a really deep connection with, someone that you would like to spend a lot of time with. And do the same thing again. Interact with them and say that you're glad that they're there. And again, leaving this image playing on the wall like a movie. And finally, turn to the last wall. And I want you to see yourself. And now hear yourself saying why you're glad that you get to be you, what you like about yourself. Hear encouragement and love from yourself to yourself. Keep seeing the image of yourself with a smile, giving you encouragement and love. I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose, out through your mouth, and imagine that you're doing a 360-degree turn in this room. You're seeing the people that you've connected with, seeing the smiles, seeing the connections. And when you get back around to yourself, I want you to imagine that you can see all these four walls falling away from you outwards. And now imagine that you're in a big, beautiful room with friends, with family, with anyone that you want to be there. And I want you to just see all their faces looking at you, moving towards you, and see yourself just engaging in conversation and just having a great time connecting with the people you care about and the people you want in your life. Now just imagining that this image is slowly fading from your mind. You're seeing the smiling faces, you're hearing laughter, communication, conversation, anything just fading slowly away as you slowly just come back into your body where you're seated right now. As you're coming back, just feeling that sense of connection, taking a deep breath in through your nose, breathing out through your mouth, taking another deep breath in, all the way in. And as you breathe out, you can slowly start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bring some gentle movement into your body in whichever way feels good. Slowly becoming aware of the temperature of the room, how your body's feeling. Slowly just stretching out any way that you need. And when you feel that you're back in the space completely, you can slowly open your eyes. Welcome back. Amazing work, guys. Just taking your time. You don't have to come back all the way into the space if you don't want to, just yet, just taking your time. And if you want to write down anything that came up for you, feel free to do so. Now, the way that these sessions work is you are free to leave now if you want to. I do thank you so much for coming along and bringing great energy, smiling faces, nice comments, everything, all the like to the session. And if something did come up for you and you want to reach out and chat, please feel free to send me a message on Meetup. You can follow me on social media on Instagram, Facebook, David Keith Turner on both of those. And happy to have a conversation with you if anything came up. But the way that this works is I do stay on for another 15 minutes and just have a chat to anyone who wants to stay and share their experience, or maybe even ask a question or something, or maybe even share an insight, a learning that they've had from tonight. But yeah, I'll end the recording and open it up to you guys.